Today, we're looking at 5 tablets that can actually replace laptops for most people. If all you do is emails, Zoom calls, browsing, streaming, or light work, you don't need a $1,000 laptop. These tablets are lighter, faster, and in many cases cost way less than most laptops while still getting the job done. Stick around. By the end, you'll see which one makes carrying a heavy laptop completely unnecessary. At number 5, we have the Microsoft Surface Go 4. This tablet is the perfect choice for people who aren't ready to leave Windows behind. And honestly, it's a more sensible choice than buying a budget laptop for $500 to $600 that chokes on multiple tabs and Zoom calls. The 10.5-inch PixelSense display at 2920 by 1280 is small but sharp, responsive enough for touch gestures, and clear enough to read documents or scroll spreadsheets without straining your eyes. Under the hood, it runs a 12th Gen Intel Core i3 processor with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB SSD, which is roughly equivalent to a $600 to $700 laptop. But here's the difference. It wakes instantly, stays completely silent, and doesn't heat up like those cheap laptops love to do. Pair it with the Type Cover keyboard, and typing long emails or reports becomes manageable. Add pen support, and taking notes or annotating PDFs suddenly makes sense in ways a touchpad never could. Battery life sits around 8 to 9 hours, which is enough to get you through a day of work, streaming, and casual browsing without constantly worrying about a charger. For the price, typically $450 to $550 with basic specs, it's arguably a better, more portable, and quieter option than a low-end laptop, and it's hard to beat for people who need Windows. Coming in at number 4 is the Lenovo Tab P12 Pro. Now, this is one of those tablets that most people haven't heard of, which is honestly to its advantage. Lenovo doesn't have the marketing hype of Apple or Samsung, but this tablet quietly does everything a mid-range laptop does, and in some areas, it's actually better. The 12.6-inch AMOLED display at 2560 by 1600 with Dolby Vision is a treat. Text is crisp, colors pop, and scrolling through long documents or PDFs feels buttery smooth. Watching Netflix or YouTube? Cinematic. You don't get that washed-out look or slow refresh like on some $700 laptops. Inside, it's powered by a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 3 chip with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB storage, which is more than capable of multitasking. Chrome tabs, Google Docs, Spotify, even Zoom calls, all handled without heating up or stuttering. Most laptops in this price range struggle to do that without sounding like a small vacuum cleaner. Battery life is around 10 to 12 hours with real-world use, so you can leave the charger at home and not worry. The optional keyboard folio is surprisingly comfortable for typing longer documents, and the Precision Pen 3 makes note-taking, sketching, and annotating PDFs feel natural. Cameras, 8MP front, 13MP rear, are perfectly fine for Zoom calls or casual video capture. Build quality is solid aluminum, so it doesn't feel cheap. Pricing-wise, you're looking at around $650 to $750, which is in the same range as a basic laptop. But compared to that laptop, you get something lighter, quieter, and far more portable, and it actually handles the daily multitasking you care about without drama. At number 3, we move to something that truly makes you question why you're even carrying a laptop: the Samsung Galaxy S9 Ultra. This tablet is massive and absurdly capable, but the thing is, for everyday use, most people don't even need the Ultra's full power. It just makes everything effortless. The 14.6-inch Super AMOLED display at 2960 by 1848 with 120 Hz refresh is incredible. Scrolling through spreadsheets, long PDFs, or reading articles feels smooth and natural. Watching Netflix or YouTube? Cinematic. You don't get that washed-out look or slow refresh like on some $700 laptops. Inside, it's running a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB storage, which is laptop-grade performance. You can multitask across Chrome tabs, split-screen apps, video streaming, and Zoom calls without a hiccup. The S Pen is included, and it's genuinely useful. Notes, sketches, or PDF annotations feel precise and natural. And then there's Samsung DeX mode. Hook up a keyboard and mouse, and suddenly this tablet behaves like a desktop. Drag and drop, resizable windows, multitasking, all the stuff people assume tablets can't do. Battery life is around 10 to 12 hours, even with heavy use. Sure, this one is pricier, around $1,050 to $1,200, but when you compare it to a laptop in the same price range, this tablet is quieter, cooler, lighter, and still faster for everyday multitasking.
Coming in at number 2, we've got the OnePlus Pad 3. And honestly, this is one of the most underrated tablets for replacing a laptop without spending a fortune. If you're tired of lugging around a heavy laptop that overheats, takes forever to wake, and struggles through basic tasks, this one might finally make you question why you ever bothered with a laptop. The 13.2-inch 3.4K LCD display with a 144 Hz refresh rate is huge, crisp, and surprisingly smooth for everyday work. Text is sharp, scrolling through documents or emails feels effortless, and watching Netflix or YouTube is genuinely enjoyable, better than what you get on many mid-range laptops in this price bracket. Under the hood, it's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset with 12 GB RAM and at least 256 GB of storage, which means multitasking is a breeze. Chrome tabs, Google Docs, Slack, Zoom, and background music? No problem. Laptops in this range often struggle with this many tasks, but this tablet handles it all silently and without overheating. Battery life is impressive. The massive 12,140 mAh battery easily lasts a full day of mixed use, and with super fast charging, you can get back to work in a fraction of the time a laptop needs. Accessories like the keyboard and stylus are sold separately, but even with those, you're spending less than a mid-tier laptop while getting a lighter, cooler, and more portable device. For people who mainly need everyday productivity, emails, documents, Zoom calls, light creative work, streaming, this tablet is a serious contender. And finally, at number 1, the tablet that feels like the most realistic laptop replacement for most people is the Xiaomi Pad 6s Pro 12.4. This one balances performance, practicality, and price better than most laptops people buy just out of habit. The 12.4-inch display with a 3:2 aspect ratio is perfect for real work, tall enough to comfortably read documents, wide enough for split-screen multitasking, and just the right size to carry around without feeling bulky. The resolution and brightness are excellent, making text crisp and media vivid. Inside, it packs a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor with generous RAM options, which is basically laptop-level performance. That means you can run multiple browser tabs, edit documents, attend video calls, and jump between apps without lag, the kind of multitasking that often makes budget laptops feel slow and clunky. Add the optional keyboard and stylus, and suddenly it's a full productivity setup. Typing long emails or reports is comfortable, note-taking and PDF annotation is smooth, and battery life easily surpasses 10 hours of mixed use, enough for a full workday without worrying about running out of power. And here's the kicker: for everyday productivity, emails, documents, browsing, streaming, light creative tasks, this tablet does everything a laptop does for most people, often for several $100s less. It's light, quiet, cool under pressure, and versatile enough to handle work, entertainment, and creative tasks without compromise.